Hello all, this is our Back Bay battery simulation and this is done by Team 2. Team 2 consists of Robin, Joseph, myself, and Camille. Please sit back and enjoy the presentation.
The results of our best run and our worst run. Our first run, we ended up with an $11 million loss. And during that run, we tried to allocate the R&D spending across several of the categories for each of our products. And we also didn't really focus on the news advice and the advice that it was giving us. We just kind of blew that off and just kept going in there and trying to tweak the things and make changes. Years 2 through 4, we did very well. In two, we had 121 million profit, and in year 3, we had 131, and in year 4, we had 108. And we kept pretty much the straight strategy across the board. We focused the majority of our R&D in process improvements, heeding the suggestions to the news function when there was any sort of breakthroughs in certain developments, and the next month putting the dollars into those fields. Overall, we feel we did very well with our best run at 131 million and our worst run at the $11 million loss.
One of the scariest things about uncertainty and risk in disruptive innovations is the fact that it is so very new. New things are always scary. It is incredibly important to conserve the existing business using a steady strategy, meaning when things start to go wrong or headed in the wrong direction, that you can sort of autopilot yourself into an existing strategy. That's why conserving it is extremely important. In the marketing world, disruptive innovations can change the way product is perceived by already existing customers, and that can be quite intimidating for a business. I think it's important to be smart about disruptive innovations, but by being consistent and following process of strategy improvement, such as improving efficiency and productivity and reducing costs at a steady pace.
Throughout the 4 simulations that we did, one of the biggest things that that I have learned about the financial implications of disruptive innovations are as follows. First and foremost, if you do a bad job, you get fired. So we learned that in our very first run that we did, where we were down negative $11 million. We just didn't have the right disruptive innovations in place. We didn't have our strategy the way we wanted it, and due to that fact, we got let go. The second piece of the financial implications is that you have to be cognizant of forecasting and also the price that your consumers are willing to pay. So we looked at the news quite a bit to figure out, hey, what should the new price be for the product? And then also, is our forecasting too high? Is our forecasting too low? So when looking at this innovation, we have to adjust those things. And then lastly, when you stick with your strategy, when you hit all of your targets, you will be successful. We found that when we stuck with our strategy for our run 3, $131 million, our run 2, $121 million, and our run 4 of $108 million. So just sticking with the strategy that you have chosen to do. If you have any questions about any of our runs that we did or any of our strategy or process that we took with the simulation, please feel free to ask them at our next WebEx session. Again, we ended with our best run with a positive cumulative profit of 131.21 million. So hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, we'll take questions at the next WebEx. All right, bye.